Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about digital addiction. Do we control our phones or do they control us? So I'm the first speaker, Khadija Ahmedovas. I'm going to introduce you our members and what they contributed to the project. So first speaker is me, Khadija. I did the presentation and divided the topic among our group members. Then we have Maksud and Fatima. They both worked on pros of our topic. And then Minura and Gilay, they worked on the cons part. And then we have Nigar and Noor. They worked on the solutions and etc. Here's our group. So now I'm giving the floor to Fatima.
Okay, thank you for the invitement. The amount of involvement in social networking would never have increased as much as it has without mobile devices and technology that powers them. Our connection with friends and loved ones are significantly impacted by the seeming information we share, such as where we are, what we are doing, and how that looks. The ability to stay organized is yet another crucial advantage of smartphones. Numerous mobile phone apps help consumers handle their affairs more efficiently. To stay on top of and in charge of everything, you can store papers, send memos and emails, and make notes of significant occurrences. Since we started utilizing the GPS on our phones to direct us to our destinations, navigating has at no time been easier than it's now. We can receive real-time updates on our location, roadwork, accidents, and other reasons for sluggish traffic, as well as details about nearby like restaurants, petrol stations, and motels, whether we are driving, cycling, or walking. Therefore, it gives the students simple access to information and technology. Numerous educational applications support academic proficiency by assisting students in taking notes, creating presentations, and maintaining a record of all assignments. Uh, there, these are the benefits of smartphones.
And now Maksud has to like continue.
So continuing with the information part, first information has become easier to access than even before. With just a few seconds on phone, people can learn new skills, follow global news, or study topics that help them grow personally and academically. This instant access supports learning and keep us updated with what is happening around the world. Second, connection is one of the strongest advantages. Digital platforms allows us to stay in touch with friends and family no matter where they live. We can communicate through messages, video calls, and social media, building stronger relationships and feeling less isolated. Online communities also help people find support, share ideas, and feel a sense of belonging. So even though digital addiction has risks, it also provides powerful benefits by giving us information quickly and helping us stay connected to the people who matter most.
Now, me and Glaya will talk about cons. First of all, one of the biggest drawbacks of digital addiction is impact on our mental and emotional well-being. When we constantly scroll through social media, we're exposed to a carefully filtered version of other people's lives, which can make us feel like we're not achieving enough or not doing as well as everyone else. This comparison cycle often leads to lower self-esteem, anxiety, and even signs of depression. On top of that, the pressure to stay constantly updated or available online can become overwhelming. Another major consequences is how strongly digital addiction affects our ability to focus and be productive. It's easy to get pulled into scrolling, gaming, or streaming, and what seems like a short break can quickly turn into a long period of lost time. These constant distractions interrupt our ability to concentrate, making it harder to complete tasks, stay organized, or think clearly. Whether it's school, work, or personal goals, our performance suffers when we allow digital habits to control our schedule. Over time, this leads to missed deadlines, unfinished responsibilities, and a feeling of failing behind because the time we could have used for real progress gets replaced with mindless digital activity. I'm giving word to the Gulai.
Thank you, Minora. I want to add to these ideas. It's important to understand how easily digital addiction becomes part of our everyday life. It's actually starts with something small, checking one notification, replying to one message, and then it slowly grows into a habit. We don't even notice how much time it takes from things we actually need to do. A quick scroll in the morning can turn into being late. And same happens during studying, working, or even during rest. Moreover, it also changes the way we interact with people. When we keep looking at our screen, even for a second, it breaks the flow of real conversation. The person in front of us feels less important, even if that's not our intention. Over time, this creates distance. Moments that could bring us closer become moments we barely pay attention to. So, overall, the digital addiction isn't just about using the phone too much. It affects our routines, our focus, and the quality of our relationships. And that's why it's something we should be aware of in our daily life.
Um, Practical solutions. When we talk about digital addiction, we often ask, do we control our phones or do they control us? Many of us scrolls without thinking, so we need practical ways to take back control. One effective strategy is setting digital boundaries. This means creating daily screen time limits, especially for apps like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. These limits remind us to notice how much time we actually spend online and remind us to stop when it became too much. The second strategy is replace, don't remove. Instead of just cutting phone time, fill that space with something better, a hobby, a sport, reading, or any creative activity. When you replace screen times with something meaningful, the habit becomes easier to break. So overall, taking control of our digital habits doesn't mean giving up our phones. It means using them intentionally, not automatically. This helps us to stay healthier, more focused, and more present in real life.
Okay, today I want to talk about simple, practical ways to distance ourselves from AI and technology when it becomes overwhelming. First, scheduled breaks matter. If we don't control our screen time, it ends up controlling us. Setting specific hours to step away from devices helps us reset our focus and avoid minds. Second, digital detox practices, even short ones, remind us that we don't need to be constantly connected. At a few hours without notification can make us surprisingly calmer and more aware of our surroundings. Finally, creating tech-free zones is one of the most effective methods. Keeping phones out of bedrooms or avoiding them during meals bring back something many of us forget: real conversations and real rest. These steps sound small, but together they help us build healthier habits and a stronger sense of control in a world that never stops buzzing.
So this was our presentation, and thank you for watching.